Guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, this is just so wonderful. I have some wonderful news to share with you. I'm so happy actually. So before we begin, remember to share my video, guys. Share my video and subscribe to my channel. And I will appreciate that a whole lot. I want to start by saying before December ends, I want 1,000 subscriber. Yes, I do. Because I want to monetize, right? Why do this if I'm not getting the people here, right? I'm trying to help out, and that is my intention, right? To do what I love. Yeah, I'm trying to do what I love, guys. So before we get started here, I want to come for who don't know about this story. I don't know who don't know about this story. Everybody should know about this story because we want to keep the story alive, guys. We want to keep the story alive so that people are aware of the story, right? So that justice is being served, right? We want to make sure that people are the story is alive and well. So let us get started here. As you know, she's 25 years old. She went to Cabo, Mexico with her friends. Our friends ending up she went there for a birthday party. They were going to celebrate their friend birthday party, and then somehow she ended up dying mysteriously. They lied to the parents, tell the parents that she died of alcohol poisoning, and then the parents came out and said, "No, that is because you must know your child. If you have 4 or 5 child, you must know if who died from alcohol poisoning, or you must know your child and know what your child is capable of, right?" So that's the story here that they are trying to sell. There is a video on the internet that shows she is being beaten by her friend. Right, guys? So on YouTube, I don't think you can show it, but you can probably show some of the pictures. It is not allowed because the big video is very disturbing. And honestly, that is why I'm here. I look at the disturbing stuff and then carry the information to you. Now, the parents are very intentional because the father, he makes sure and he's on this, right? Like you can see that these parents love them child and they want justice because when she died, he went he called all over Mexico, making sure that the body came back to Canada, make sure that the body came back to North Carolina, right? So they bring the body back. It costs about $6,000, and so on and so forth. Now I have an interview here that I want for you to listen to with the father discussing his daughter. Just even, I mean, I am so saddened for him because the fact that this is a day after Thanksgiving in America, and can you imagine? This would be the first Christmas without your child, knowing that your child is going to be on this hurt. And this is so sad, right? Because Thanksgiving is a tradition that everybody likes to have their family there and give thanks for all that goes on for the entire year, and this man has to celebrate Thanksgiving without his child. So let us just listen to this video here.
Face-to-face charges or to speak to the local prosecutor, right?
Every last one of them, because last one of them go Cabo,
So I'm gonna
ask God to show me what really happened over there in Mexico, Cabo, and then how everything began to start unfolding because I wasn't giving up. I paid for her to get back over here, the lady down in the funeral home. I had to look for her that Monday morning, start looking where she was. I ain't know nothing about no Mexico, Cabo. And these friends, so-called friends, I want every last one of them over there, not just one.
You want
Every
them all
last one
sent
of
back
them,
to face charges or to speak to the local prosecutor, right?
Every last one of them, because, you know, my daughter, she's not a fighter. You know, I ain't raised her to be that kind of way. I raised her to love and respect people. You know, I'm a people person. You know, I try to make sure you put yourself around people that not gonna do no bodily harm to you. You know, just like me. You know, treat people kind, respectful. You know, I always teach her never look down on nobody. Because a blink of an eye, you could be in that same position they are. You know.
Well, Mr. Robinson, I understand that you didn't really know the folks that she was traveling with, but had she ever mentioned any issues with them, or did you have any idea that she might be in danger traveling with these people?
None of them. No, I didn't. I did not even know. I did not even know. I ain't never met them. I ain't never saw none of them. You know, only thing I knew, her mom told me that they went to college with her. That's it. That's all I knew. You know, for them to do what they did, I'm not looked at that video. You know, I got to give, you know, high praise to NCBB because he the one who took on the story and got the story moving like it was. Because I'm old school. I don't be on Facebook, Twitter, media, none of that. You know, I'm just behind the scene of her life. I'm just a family man, go to work, do what I'm supposed to do, respectful man, you know, take care of my responsibility, you know, and thinking that I was going to see her again this weekend, the weekend that she sort of, you know, went down there and then they come back with that story, bringing her luggage back and not her, you know, and that sad story going to come to her mom, her sister's house and sit right there in front of them and eat their food and tell that story that it was alcohol poisoning, sir. And then I sit there in that funeral home and them doors open and she was in that box, you know, and I looked at her, so I saw a knot on her head, it looked like her eye was swollen. It had a cut on the lip, you know. I didn't know it wasn't alcohol poisoning. So the lady finally called me and gave me the information, but now your daughter, I said, what she died of? She said, your daughter died of a broken neck and a broken spinal cord. And I said, well, they say alcohol poisoning. She said, no, Mr. Robinson. It wasn't alcohol poisoning her sister. Then all of a sudden that video came out.
Well, I am so sorry.
It really tore me up. It really, I don't know if y'all got daughters, you know, sons, but for human beings, supposed to be your friend, you know, to do another person like that, who give them authority to take another life and come back here like it's okay, knowing she got a father that loved her greatly. Been in her life ever since she came into this world, and God blessed me with that seed. Every day is a struggle for me because, you know, she's not here. I can't be a granddaddy, you know. Can't even walk her down the aisle. Can't hear a voice. But they can hear, they can talk to their parents, you know, for them to come back here, sir, and then he call me, then reach out to me, ain't say, Mr. Robinson, we're sorry about your loss, ain't tell me what happened, but you're going to tell that sorry story to her mom and her sister, you know. She got a father. She got a loving father, you know. And I know for a fact it wasn't no alcohol poisoning because she don't roll like that. She might, you know, she drank a little, but not no alcohol poisoning.
Mr. Robinson, your pain is very clear. And I do have a son, and I
Guys, this is so disturbing. Oh my goodness. Can you hear the man grief? This is real grief. Real grief, guys. He said his daughter don't roll like that. His daughter don't roll. I know it's not an alcohol poisoning because his daughter don't roll like that. You must know your picnic. You must know your child. And when him look at his child, when he spoke to the people in Mexico and him look at his child, what they said, Mr. Robinson, it wasn't an alcohol poisoning. She have a busted lip and bruises on her face. Oh my goodness. Why people are so wicked? Because of jealousy. The young lady I do so well. The man say it was in her life from the beginning. These people are not Lego beasts. These people are well-respected people who raise them child, and to lose a human being like that is horrible. Plus, right? An individual plus an individual who is giving to community and who is not taking. Because you have some people out there that work, not do nothing, all them do them lazy. And this woman, she's making something of herself. And you have to have some people are grudgeful and bad-minded. In Jamaica, we say grudgeful, and which is envy. You see how envy can drive people to do horrible things? Envy and jealousy. You see that it is real. So open your eyes when you have these so-called friends, right? Look behind you, watch your back, because sometimes it's not everybody is for you. Sometimes not everybody is with you, right? And you have to open your eyes. My goodness, it takes us this for us to realize that what, you know, maybe she's trying to reach out with other people to make sure, you know, because sometimes you need friends in your life. And you say, okay, I'm going to go have fun. I'm going to do something different. And then plan up with her. She went to college with them and then plan up. Nothing can tell me that they didn't plan her death. Just because of what? To get some, I don't know. I honestly, it is alleged. I don't know every one of them. You hear what the father said? Every one of them deserve to pay for her debt. Every single one of them. My goodness. This is just disturbing. This is absolutely disturbing. Anyway, guys, this is absolutely disturbing. The man is just dumbfounded by the whole thing. He's dumbfounded by the whole thing.
No, Shanquella. They never met her. And I would like for you to tell the folks what they were missing, never having met her and now never having the chance. What will you miss most about Shanquella Robinson?
She's a very loving child. You know, she's not perfect, but she will respect you, you know, and try to make you laugh. You know, she's just a responsible child, you know, going person, a very going, lovely kid, you know. People, it's just her personality, her heart. It just attract friends. She just attract friends. And some of her friends, you know, is no good to her. It's just the way she carry herself, sir. I mean, very loving and caring, you know.
Well, Mr. Robinson, I know the extent to which you will miss her very much comes across. So thank you so much for your time. I know this was difficult.
Guys, she was a loving person. She respect people and she's responsible. That's what her father said. Isn't that wonderful? Responsible. All many young people, 25-year-old, responsible and who respect people. You hear what a man used? Respect him, love him. Say she wasn't perfect. None of us are. None of us are. It is saddening. Another situation is that I am so happy that her arrest warrant is being issued, right, guys? So that's the next part. Arrest warrant is being issued from the Mexico authority. So let us just hear this now.
Homicide, which is the killing of a woman. Now, in the U.S., that would be equivalent to a homicide, and it could mean anywhere from 40 to 60 years behind bars. The attorney I spoke to says more charges could be filed in Mexico, but also here in the U.S.
Any role that anybody played, they are likely to have to deal with some level of prosecution in Mexico as it relates to this, or potentially in the States, again, if any of those crimes happen on American soil.
Shanquella Robinson died after suffering a broken neck and severe spinal cord injury in Cabo last month, according to her death certificate. Attorney James Exum says, despite various accounts of her death, that is the most reliable.
With the medical side, and I do homicides, that's what you can rely on more than anything else, because that's just science.
The state attorney general's office of Baja California Sur opened the femicide case against the person allegedly responsible for killing Robinson. The agency filed an arrest warrant and extradition procedures to be carried out.
That type of offense that the person faces between 40 years minimum, 60 years maximum.
The investigation remains open as the agency works to identify anyone else involved in her death. Exum says more people could be prosecuted.
The fact that they left Mexico under the guise that she died from alcohol poisoning, and it's clear that it's not that, then once you've left Mexico and come here, that could be an issue because, you know, you can do it by commission or omission.
He adds any false statements made could be seen as obstruction of justice. The FBI Charlotte field office also opened its own investigation.
So if there's evidence that there was some plan before they got to Mexico, yeah, that would be a problem. Once you're back on U.S. soil, to the extent that there's an investigation here and you lie about it, you conceal things, you try to run, those could all be things that create charges against you here.
I reached out to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security on extradition efforts and have not heard back yet. In Southwest Charlotte, Jesse P.
So guys, this is getting sweeter and sweeter as it go. I want you to understand what is really happening. So the arrest warrant is out, but there is so many parts to this, guys. It's a situation where they could be charged in the United States for obstruction of justice. And if they had planned the incident before they go to Mexico, right? Because the crime was planned here in America. And then they could face charge because if they need to go and turn themselves in and them don't turn themselves in, that means they're obstructing the arrest process, and it is right here in America, so they could be charged here. So what is happening is the more they keep hiding, is the more they're going to stock up charges. So anybody who were involved, right? The 6 of you who were involved, might as well you go and turn yourself in, because guess what? Somewhere or somehow you're going to be charged, right? With connection with the murder, because this is a homicide now. This is not alcohol poisoning as you stated, because you lie, right? You guys lie about it, right? Why you lie about, you think you're going to get away with it? You don't think that forensic science is, you must watch crime scene cases on TV all the time. So they're gonna get you from the end of the earth. Why? This is not the perfect murder. Oh, I know why you think you're gonna get away with it. Because you go to Mexico, and just because you know that Mexico law is not as stringent as American law, that's why you go there and you lure her there. Well, guess what? Thanks to Black TV, and thanks to all these media outlets, and thanks to all the people who is putting the news out there, and thanks to all the people who see this as important, justice will be served. Yes, guys, justice will be served. Let us move on to let us move on, guys. Let us move on. So, if you want to see the video, go on TikTok, the one that she's been beaten, right? If you want to see the video, that's where it's at. Her boyfriend came out and he said that somebody has been arrested. So the news now stand that somebody has been charged, but they are concealing the name. They're not telling people who, right? But we're going to know anyways, right? The authority are concealing the name because too much is going on, and because they are doing their investigation, they can't just put everything out there. We have to sometimes just lay back and wait for the authority, because we need to give them time to do their job. Thanks to all of the network, as I said before, most of the mainstream media are carrying this now, which is very good. Her father come out. Now, guys, there's a GoFundMe page. Please, if you have $5, go donate it. Right? Go donate it. Now, there is why? Because they're going to need money for investigation. They're going to need money for legal fee. They're going to need money for forensic detectives. They're right. So go, and there's also a lot of GoFundMe page that is illegal out there. Want to take it down. Want to take it down. It's too awful. Why would you guys want to do that? Right? Why would you want to do that? As it stands now, I think it's over $350,000 they have accumulated so far. So if you have $5, every little muckle make a mickle, right? So if you put any little money there, it will go a far way. Right, guys, I'm going to end this video now because, yeah, I've covered everything up to date, right? That's it. Somebody has been arrested. They are going to be extradited back to Mexico. Ray for that. Thanks for all the good work, and we appreciate it. Keep the parents in your prayer, because her father is broken. Basically, he's broken, and it's going to take a long time. I mean, I think that he should go do some kind of grief therapy. Maybe somebody who know him can tell him that, you need to do some kind of grief. I know that ethnic people sometimes don't believe that they need like somebody, a therapist or a grief therapist, but he need to do it because he's going to have different emotions all the time, because he loves his daughter. He's been in her life. He's very responsible father. This is a father. This is not a sperms donor. This is a father that is there who work for his kids and die for his kids if he had to. Anyhow, guys, please remember to share my video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.